right. Hello. Oh, you can't see me? I'll move it.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, too far. Should I zoom out? Here we go. Oh.
Earlier it was like 3 embers. Like,
there you go. Is that better?
I was throwing poopers on it.
Just don't throw, hey, sweetie, how are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Just don't throw any poop.
Hello. Loading. I had a good day. I think my star of the day was Cadet. She's a good one. She's great. She's coming along and she's doing really, really well. She's ready. Cadet. Also Rocco, he was really good today.
I don't know where we're headed. Is that with you? The American South Food yesterday, there's a lot of it. It's very good.
Do we know what's for dinner?
There's lamb chops from Friday, from Thursday. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, new crib by the door. It's nice. You can sit. Yes, I have some roly-poly grandbabies. They're very cute. I'm sure Carly will answer your thing about Lionel at Mail Call. I haven't heard anything.
We have quesadillas.
No. These pups are good.
There's one, hey, there's somebody in there, again, coughing, sneezing, whatever. It's behind the Merle that's chewing on its head. Where that
Which one?
by your knee, behind that, the second one back. The back. No, the other way. The other way. That one under there with its head down, the Merle?
Oh, this one, yes.
Is that the one with the funny eyes?
Yes, that's the sick one.
That's the one with the, that's, okay, so it just, yeah, there it goes, sneezed again.
Yep.
There's stuff coming out?
We didn't see that time.
Just don't let anybody pick on it.
Hello, Michelle.
But it's not a seizure, he's just sneezing.
Right.
Just get a couple sneezes in a row and it looks kind of funny.
Yeah. I had the hiccups earlier. And the other day, a CP that was visiting, I think Teresa, I had the hiccups and she said, "Do you get the hiccups often? I feel like you had the hiccups last time." It was just a weird kind of coincidence that that's something she remembered was me having hiccups. But I notice whenever I get them multiple times a day, which is not enjoyable. Oh, it's good to see Cindy, Nicole.
Wow, he hung up the knife.
She looks good. I think the hawk did leave the arena. Wasn't there this morning. Found its way out. I think the hawk is gone, not in the arena. Must have found its way out. I'll let Tanner know he should smile. Oh. Tanner, they ask, do you eat all the time? They always see you munching.
Oh, I hardly ever eat.
He's just addicted to gummies.
The gifts, I think they were just weighed recently. I thought, yeah, someone was 7 pounds. Lucy was 5 pounds. Sounds right. You can find the actual weights. Yeah, Lainey's very laid back. She likes to lay around and snuggle all day. I mean, hopefully Lainey will come home in a few weeks once they start eating gruel and stuff, but they're very well fed right now.
Oh my gosh. All they do is eat.
Fat little things. They're very cute though. Glad they're well fed. Anything else? Cool. Lainey is a good mom. Very cute to see her with them. It doesn't look like she's in there right now. Lainey, she's just off camera. Now she's just, when do I go home? Oh, Pete's the biggest. Pete, 7 pounds, 3 ounces. Lucy's little 5 pounds. Alright. Is that in my English dressing right now? Okay. Alright. You ready to take over, Carly?
No. Yes, I am. I'm just enjoying this publication. Have to give it a shout out. It apparently is written by teenagers entirely.
Oh.
And there's some very interesting articles there. One of the here I just finished was My Uncle Was an Addict. Very interesting. There's another one on autism from kids who are involved with autistic other kids. That's a good Teen Inc. it's called. Find out where it is. Figure it out.
Okay.
Then you can take it home and read it. Well, that autism article, you better leave it here. Like,
So it's educationunlimited.com.
there you go. Well, good. Tell everybody online about that.
Alright.
That's a good deal.
Educationunlimited.com.
It's for teenagers. And it's the whole thing is written by teenagers, I think. I think it comes out of New York City. I don't know how. Sometimes we get 2 in the mail. I don't know why. What am I doing now? I'm opening the mail. Is that right? Yes. I lost the mail. Where'd the mail go? It went over here. There it is. There it is. No, it's on the pile right here. This pile is from Darwin Davidson, a high school friend of mine. Oh, a long time ago, right? Uh-huh.
No, it was only a couple years, right?
These are letters that I wrote to him, and he had them.
That's so
He's got them
sweet.
all in order. Interesting. I've only read one of them so far, but it's pretty interesting, I'll tell you. But I don't think I'm going to read them to everybody here today.
Don't worry.
Okay. Then we have Harold Wanda. I lost the opener. Yeah, I'll have some fun with those letters.
What letter?
These are letters from Darwin, that I wrote to Darwin Davison 50 years ago?
Really?
At least. 60 years ago. 60 years ago, and he's got them all in order. A year's worth. Interesting, very interesting.
You take care.
Here we got Harold Wanda. There you
Harold
go.
and Wanda.
Harold Wanda, off and running.
Off and running.
They're eating pecans again. They eat a lot of pecans. You know what?
I
Look
love
at that.
pecans.
Look at that. 2 things of pecans on here. You know, that's something they always have.
Those pecans that Regina brings up. Oh my God.
We're off and running. God bless America, President Trump, and all of Service Dog Project. Okay. 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 Charlie and Joan. Phone's ringing.
There it is. I shouldn't be answering it at mail call, but. let's see
One
what it
chicken
is.
brick she would like.
It's a junk. Hello? Don't know who it is. It's a junk call. Turn the phone off during mail call.
Oh, Carlene and the hardworking, lovable people at Service Dog Project. Stay warm, Charlie and Joan. Wants a chicken brick. We'll put that in the chicken brick department. Okay. And then this one goes in the, I can't get it in there. It's not gonna fit. Close. Okay. Granger. Granger calling me for. That's a bill.
Regina says she just heard her name. Linda must be talking about pralines.
Okay.
Oh, I had some pralines last week that were awesome.
That's a bill for my drill. I'm having a good time with my drill. I already fixed 2 things that I'm waiting for Ryan to fix.
Which drill is this?
I bought a drill.
Portable?
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good.
yeah. Having a good time with it.
Good.
Mela Knutz, Portland, Oregon. Look at them all nursing.
Yeah.
That's a scene. They really get a mouthful, don't they? Wow. Okay. We're stuck a little bit here. There, I really did a job on that one. Okay. Inquiry for more information about a service dog.
Don't ship any pralines yet. I'm down 6 pounds. I have a doctor's appointment in a few weeks.
Okay, this is an inquiry for
Wait
about
till the end of February.
We're bad. Both of us.
I know.
Neither one was any good.
I am down 6 though. I'm sorry, I am.
So am I.
Are you?
6.
Oh my God.
All right. Awesome. Good for you.
That's today. That's before I had a drink of water this morning.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Well, I try and weigh myself straight out of bed.
See, I've been weighing myself in the afternoon in the nurse's office right before I come here at school.
Well, it's just the same time all the time. I
Yeah,
suppose.
that's the thing.
Okay, so tax relief from, I didn't realize that Massachusetts state has circuit breaker tax credit. If I'm 65 or older and things like that. Massachusetts does not allow deductions for charities. So that although I have not paid federal tax in a long time, I get hit like bejesus for Massachusetts tax. And every year I
So
forget.
state tax, they don't allow you deductions?
I end up owing all kinds of money to state every year.
Really?
And it's terrible. And I don't know who to complain to because I don't think it's going to do any good. But at any rate, that I'm going to have to send to the tax people because they're saying if I'm very old, I might get credit. So then I get this from the Blue Cross Blue Shield. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You read it to everybody, right? Nothing. They sent that.
It's a
But they
blank
didn't-
page.
They didn't even label it. This page is intentionally left blank. And then they go on to explain in great detail why they were billed for $860, and somehow out of the whole thing, I owe them $40.70.
It's not, it's hardly worth the paperwork.
It's not worth the paperwork, is right.
Honest to goodness.
The money that we waste theoretically for medical care, that it goes into just plain trees.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It is not good. Have you had any question about how I feel on that score?
I think I know. I don't think I need to ask.
Doesn't need to ask that one. Okay, so here we
But tell
have,
us how you really feel.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but Bud keeps ordering strange things. He orders pieces of heaters all the time.
Uh-oh, go ahead. Wait a minute, let me do this.
You know what I'm going to do.
Tuning fork.
Yeah, but this was that discussion that the two women I went to dinner with,
Uh-huh.
they had somebody do this,
Why are you hitting your wrist?
and then they put it here, and they were supposed to tell the person where the noise went, and both of them had to have an MRI.
What?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You ready? We're going to put this on your head. Ready? Take your hat all the way. Does it go to one side more than the other?
Do it again.
I said more.
No, yeah, hit my knees. Yeah, it goes to my right side more.
See, you have to have an MRI right away.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the people who have the MRI that invent, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
I think so, probably.
very suspicious of the whole thing, but that, you know.
I think you dented my plastic kneecap, by the way, just so you know. I don't want to tell you what this looks like, just... If anybody walked in right
Go
now...
ahead, you gotta do it. Bang this up.
It doesn't go to one side.
Can I try something? I want to try something. Oops, I held on to them.
Put the hole in the middle.
Okay, so when it's right in the middle, it goes to both sides.
No,
I think you were off to one side, and it goes to... It's definitely...
So you've adjusted your ears.
Yeah.
So you move the center over.
Well, I don't know. I'm off center all the time anyway, so I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but it definitely is partial to exactly the position. The position.
Both sides.
You're good. No MRI for you.
Are you sure? 'Cause these will help.
So at any rate, that's,
But where does it go with you?
Fine, both sides.
Both sides?
Yeah. You can't hear out of either ear.
But try that though. Do it just a little bit to one side and see. You'll see that it
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Part of my head, split in the middle.
That's even better.
And right in the middle, it's...
Okay, right in the middle.
We're all normal, we're good.
We all passed.
Well, I wouldn't, maybe not normal, but we're good.
Well, I'll just leave this here, so in case we have to test anybody who comes in.
All right. Everybody that comes in now should get the tuning fork test.
Tuning fork test.
The TFT, tuning fork test.
Do we get to charge Medicare for that too?
Well,
Probably
we should
$830 to do that.
well, we should definitely charge. Absolutely.
There you go. Okay, Mona. San Antonio, Texas.
Mona.
Mona Khan. Okay. That's not me. This is me. Oh, here we go. Janine, that's her. That's her, up there. Oh, okay. Huh. Enclosed as a contribution. Service dog project. Also enclosed memorabilia from my grandfather's poultry farm on Long Island. Please share that with Grace. Okay.
It's a good thing they didn't hear me swearing at the chickens this afternoon. There's a picture of a chin and a hand on the back, just so you know.
Last, I can't leave. I do not understand. I can't help but ask myself, why don't you have a McDonald's gold card like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett? See attached. You have a connection to them through your property. Maybe a CP near here could help with this. Then you could drive through McDonald's when you have the urge. Well, wouldn't that be fun? Huh.
And then she said those 6 pounds would be back.
That's true.
What happened?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said, and then those 6 pounds would be back.
In no time.
Well, you know, when we were in the process of trying to get that lease set up, because I didn't have a realtor for this thing. I just called up McDonald's on the phone and said, "Did you want to have a place to put a restaurant?" You know, they have a package. You know, you're not going to talk them into or out of anything. And they really were very nice to deal with. And because it was a gas station for so long, that there was all sorts of pollution, and they handled all of that. We didn't have to do anything.
Oh, that's great.
So that they paid the taxes on it while all this was happening, or we would have lost the property, period.
Oh, really?
Oh, my Lord. It's $70,000 a year in taxes.
Oh, my God.
Neither Franny or I come up with that kind of money.
Wow.
But McDonald's paid the taxes, and then they dealt with all this mess. And then eventually we got income out of it.
Imagine
But,
the profit they're making on all those burgers and fries and everything.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
But they were very nice to
Good
deal
luck
with.
to them.
We had absolutely no trouble. But in the whole, putting the whole thing together, one part of the deal was that they were to provide Franny and I with all the BOG cards that we could eat. And those are Be Our Guest, so that we'd get a big stack of those every month.
Oh, is that right?
Here's a hamburger,
Oh,
here's a french fry, here's a Coke, you know. So Franny and I lived off BOG cards for 2 years.
Oh,
Our whole
wow.
family did.
Yeah, they sustained me through a good part of high school, too.
Anyway.
McDonald's and A&W root beer.
Huh. Well, I do think that it would be very nice if I had a gold card. I hope somebody works on that project. I think, where are we going to put that?
That could be dangerous.
That could be dangerous. I'll put it over here in the list.
Credit cards you have.
There we go. That's in that
Oh,
one.
nice picture of Addie from iHeart. That's
I know.
nice.
There, you can have that. And here we
Beautiful
have
picture of iHeart.
4 cents.
Oh, here we go. Carolyn White from Canada. I'm a medical transcriptionist. The tuning fork used in the middle of the forehead is called the Weber test. And it
I
is
know
to
that.
assess the nerve function of hearing. The mastoid use
Yep.
of the tuning fork is called the RIN test.
Yep, I
And
got
it's
that
used to
part. I
assess-
read up on that.
Okay, bone conduction of hearing.
So the fact that I was making fun of them, nowhere could I find where in any way it indicated you should have an MRI. I could not find any verification of that. Maybe I just didn't find it.
I don't understand why an MRI is there. Does it?
Well, they tried to say,
indicate-
well, because you had, it was off center or it wasn't off center or whatever. They said, well, maybe you have a tumor and we better give you
Oh,
an
jeez.
MRI.
Yeah, right.
So of course you scare the people into thinking they have
Yeah.
a tumor, and they all say, okay, fine. What they didn't realize is one of the women is tremendously claustrophobic. And it took like 4 months for her to get in the MRI.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here's some people that are using wild Mustangs to help veterans.
Oh, there was an article in the paper about that.
Yeah.
Last
Well,
week,
I'm
yeah.
sure it's a wonderful idea. The problem is, horses are so expensive.
Hmm.
the least costly thing about a horse is its purchase price. But starting the day you own it, you know, it's
To maintain them?
it is awful.
It's like owning a boat.
And, you know, and why they don't get going on donkeys, I don't know, because donkeys are so much better. And they're less trouble, and
I love donkeys.
they don't get into as much trouble at all. Okay, so here we have soda spoons. These are.
Were you digging fence posts again?
I can almost remember these. It's from soda fountains. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those are
Oh, those
lovely.
are nice.
Those are lovely.
Yeah, for floats.
Yep, ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla ice cream at the bottom of root beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Those are lovely. What are we gonna do with those?
These are too long. You'd have to have a nose that long to be able to balance these suckers.
Keep talking, you'll get it there. Ends for layers. Oh, Grace was going like this. You stop
See you later.
there.
Never mind.
Well, those are the leg bands. These are for Grace.
It's that place area. That's why MRI is sometimes ordered. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that.
It's an old trail.
It's an intercube.
Yeah. The rest is called patina of age. Isn't that fun?
That is real.
Get an egg. Go get an egg. Go get an egg. Miss.
Hard-boiled one, preferably. Dee Dee says she had sudden hearing loss and had to have an MRI to be sure there was no tumor.
Did she have a tumor?
I don't know. Find out.
Is it right here? Good. See what happens. No, it tells you how much that egg weighs. What size that egg. You know? That's probably medium or something. You probably look at it. Does it say things along here? That's how you tell. Egg, Grace is gonna like that. Vintage egg scale. And here, Garina. Huh. You wanna hold this up there?
I'll hold this.
Now, how do they get 100 pounds of grain in the bag that size? Increasing eggs. This is Pratt's.
Pratt's.
Food company.
Those are neat.
Yeah. Okay. Put that back. Take the egg back in the kitchen.
How much did the egg weigh? Did we?
It goes by size. You know, this size, baby. It's a size 24.
Size 24.
What is that?
So it must be spring.
It's an egg layer. I don't. It does not have a spring. That's purely leathers. There's no spring in it. I have to think about this for a while. Why does that give you the weight? I have to figure that out. I have to figure that one out. Okay, we got all that. We got that. We got the spoons.
They're saying that some people are saying they're hearing a loud buzzing and they're having trouble hearing you. Oh, buddy.
You probably still hear them.
That's what I said. I had to reply to one. It's probably the tuning fork.
Of course, I wasn't sitting facing that thing either. Okay, I'm ready.
You ready to do your stuff, Steve?
Oh, that's right, he does it.
What's that?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this one is for you and Tanner. So you can decide who wants to open it.
Go ahead. Tanner can open it.
This is belated Christmas, New Year's,
Well, is this fun?
because I was away. I'm taking time to catch up.
Ketchup?
Here we go, I got it.
There's a rear view mirrors for the buggy, the big buggy.
Oh!
Yeah. And they fold
that's
in.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, don't have to turn around anymore.
I'll get another set for yours too.
Oh, I see.
These are for the big. You already got yours this morning. Nice shot.
Isn't that good?
No arc or anything. Just so you think you know what this is?
I thought it was those.
Did you read what
Take
it
this
said?
off for a minute.
Did you read what it says on that?
Yeah, I did. Tanner, onward games.
It's a chauffeur's hat.
There you go.
That is awesome.
From the onward games, I figured.
I was gonna have it, you know, personalized, but they didn't. They don't do it. So. Well, that's right. On. Let's see.
There you go.
It's. I think it's adjustable. Oh yeah! All right. Yeah. Whoa! Very good.
Put it on this thing.
So this is when you're giving tours now.
We're gonna hang. Well, we gotta hang it someplace.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a good one. You did good. You done good.
All right.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. How is the sneezing puppy doing? Oh. Lee says that you're blushing. How is this from Fugan? How is the sneezing puppy doing?
Any problem with the puppy?
No, he was up just for a little bit.
He's what?
He was just up for a little bit walking, and now he's snoozing again.
Snoozing and doing
I
fine.
mean, they all are.
He's cuddling on the pillow.
They don't want to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Genevo from Halifax, Nova Scotia wants to know, were you in love with Darwin?
Not really. He was just a very good friend.
Like
Well,
the
he saved all
original
his life.
Darwin? Are we?
Darwin Davidson.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, I feel better now. Okay.
No, he was a very good friend of mine, and he got engaged to another friend of mine, and then they broke up. It was very traumatic for everybody.
I have to ask, who is he?
Huh?
Who is he?
Who isn't broke up? You're right. Very traumatic. Right.
No, who is Darwin?
Darwin, just a high school friend.
Oh, okay.
And so then I fixed him up with somebody I went to college with, and that worked out fine. They're married now. Disaster over with.
Don't you feel accomplished?
Right.
Regina loves the hat.
Very good.
There you go.
That's pretty funny.
So any other questions or comments? So from now on, Tanner is going to be very official. I think we should even get him like a little bow tie to wear, you know?
Whatever. Why have we not got bare? Why have
I
we
was
got
going to
bare
get you some
floor over
black
there?
gloves, but
The dog's probably feeding food all over.
Well, we're supposed to have pads there or something. Bare floor doesn't really sell.
oh, cool. Remember Regina was foster parenting a puppy during the snowstorm of 2 inches down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And she said she survived the storm and she's adopted the puppy. That's great. Good for you. That's awesome.
He's a beagle. I think he's an old dog.
That's great.
Ready to put the leash on or no?
For what?
Is that people over here?
Yeah, so.
Somehow there should not be bare floor over there.
After Liv comes out.
Okay.
So Lee just noticed that you were wearing a hat and looking in the mirror at the same time. I missed that. So. And Blue Penguin says it's good that you didn't pick up so well on the Darwin thing because you would have killed him. Everyone's watching Tanner right now, so just so you know. Any questions at all? I mean, we do have some things going on.
We've answered every question in the
I
world.
think so.
We've been doing this too many years now.
Well, there are always new questions.
Are we having an ice storm tomorrow? I don't know. Are we?
No, I don't believe so. I could be wrong, but last I knew, we were not.
Oh, she got it. What do you mean this? I didn't understand the original Darwin. Oh, I got that.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I got that.
Oh, good.
I heard about him.
You're familiar with him? Not
I
personally.
did not go to high school with him.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I feel so much better. Okay.
Why did they think I would not know that? Darwinian theory.
Tanner needs a snobby-style smoking jacket for his bling-bling crazy
geez.
acre
We can't,
stores.
no, we can't. We can't go that far. He'll get
No,
it's just too
we
big.
don't want him going over
No.
there. What happened with Chaos and Gussie?
Chaos and Gussie had a set two.
Yeah. Chaos needs to be put back into condos.
Okay. But nothing came of it?
Only because.
Well, that's why we have the fence between them.
Luckily, there was a fence, okay. Tanner will have his hat on at Dogfest, I will see to it. Sizzle looked too stressed, she should learn to relax.
I know.
I don't think so, I think she was running around, really running around all afternoon, she's tired.
Who, Sizzle?
Oh, yeah,
Good.
she's really tired tonight. She was I was surprised at the energy she has.
Big dog. So what's for dinner? I think probably leftovers.
Right? Tanner could be the most interesting guy in the world in that cap. Trust me, Barb, no. What's the status of the bricks?
A bunch. Not,
Yeah,
It's going to be a short month because we started the 8th.
that's right, yeah. Yeah. And then February will be a short month.
Only 28 days.
Really?
Last year, get this, 29.
Wow. Unbelievable. I had a friend a long time ago who was a leap year baby.
Oh my gosh,
So only had his birthday every 4 years.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So he's like, what, 10 now?
Yeah, see, the theory on that flooring is you don't want to make it too comfortable because you want them to go over to the pads to pee.
Right.
But the plain old floor is kind of rough on them.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm here, I think.
Yeah, February's going to be a really short month. Holy mackerel.
I know.
Because Chicken Sunday will be on the 4th, Saturday, and then it's like 1, 2, 3.
I
It's
already
just
got
like-
all tangled up with the wrong number of days in February, so I've had that.
Well, we'll do. We'll make it. We'll make it. You do a little singing and dancing or something, and we'll make it. We'll make it. Hey, Grace,
What?
I have a question for you.
Hey, we got presents in here for you.
What?
Is the little foam house? Wait a minute. Is it around? Is the little foam house around? It could be used to put with puppies, and they love to go in and out.
We couldn't find it so
We'll
far.
have to search the basement. We can't find it
We haven't found it so far.
so far. All right.
It got pretty demolished, I think, too.
All right, we'll take a look around. Regina wants to know if you're in the mood for pomodori.
I don't, we got slim pickings out there. We got enough food here tonight.
It's up to you. Leave it up to you.
I'll leave it up to me.
No?
I mean,
What do we have? What do we got for leftovers?
We have,
Quesadillas.
oh, we have a pizza, we have.
Oh, we're good. We're fine.
We're good this time.
We're good. Thank you, Regina.
Thank you,
We're
though. That's
fine
a very
now.
nice
Yeah,
offer.
We don't want you doing this all the time. Thank you.
I've got,
You and Tina.
we've got
Awesome.
American chop suey that was pretty good. It was mostly meat. That was a good one.
Ooh,
I got those strange sandwiches. from Costco.
Strange sandwiches?
Well, yeah,
Is that what they're really called?
the
Strange?
Mexican sort of chicken, sort of mushed up bread stuff. It was very good. I had one for breakfast, so they were fine.
This is getting more interesting by the minute, so the strange and interesting.
Yeah, well, they got guacamole with them and salsa.
Ooh,
Yeah,
guacamole and salsa.
and there's actually a couple lamb chops left from Thursday,
Well, we're good.
so we're good.
We're doing a smorgasbord tonight. How is Bentley? I miss seeing him, Lila Mae.
He's fine. Poor bugger. He got thrown out of here.
Blue Penguin says the late UNC basketball coach was a leap year baby. I'm sure there are lots of them.
Are both those waters yours over there? There's a little one mine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sandra sent you a link to an article about eggs.
Eggs?
Eggs.
Eggs.
Mew says that Grace makes lovely dog houses out of cardboard boxes. Problem is, they eat them.
Oh, Betty and Ivy. She's in the hospital.
Oh, I know it. Well, I hope you're not in too long, Betty, but we appreciate you buying the bricks. Hope you're okay and getting better. Regina said next time. Thanks, Regina and Tina. What are the red leg things that came in the mail? The red leg things?
Yeah, the leg bands for the chickens.
Ah. Oh. The rooster was outside this morning and he was standing on one foot and then he put the other one up and it was cold and he just kept shifting his feet. It was funny.
Continue to say.
Who's doing overnight tonight?
Maggie and...
I don't know, ain't this egg thing. I'll have to look at that later because I can't make it work. Continue to say.
Maggie and
Things I needed to know. There we go. Maybe that's it. Oh, stop it.
Maggie and Karen. Indy Dunes wants to know where on Long Island was the farm that the CP sent the vintage presents from.
I don't know.
We're not sure. Go Patriots. Yes, Regina. Thank you.
This egg thing. We're going to have to read the whole thing.
Go Texans and Steelers. Blah. Oh, that looks interesting. Yeah, I would like to read that too. Interesting. Waving from sunny Sydney, Debbie Porges. Hi, Debbie. Waving from cloudy, cold Massachusetts. The Blue Penguin wants a joke.
I'm busy reading the egg thing.
Okay, you keep reading the egg thing.
Go ahead.
You know, when I try to think of one, I can't think of one, but otherwise they just look good there.
Tanner, do you have any jokes? Appropriate? No, I can't.
Yes, they must be appropriate. All right. Sure is. Okay, what do you get when you cross a beetle and a dingo? A beetle, like, you know, the Beatles. And a dingo. A dingo.
A beagle?
A beetle, you know, like the Beatles.
No.
Dingo star.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, jeez.
What do you get if you cross a sheepdog with jelly?
Shelley?
The collie wobbles. Okay.
Okay. I had a good one the other day I saved for you here.
What do you get if you cross a
Not even-
golden retriever and a telephone? A golden receiver. Okay. How did the little Scottish dog feel when he saw a monster? Terrified. Hey, I don't make these up, you know? I'm just the messenger.
I had one I saved for you. I intend to live forever. So far, so good.
I like that one. I do.
That was a good one. Are we done yet? Is anybody heating up dinner?
We still have to figure out what we're having. Okay, what do you get when you cross a Rottweiler and a Collie? A dog that bites you and then goes for help.
God. Oh, Lord. There's just no end to these things. Maybe if I shut off the mic, that'll work.
Why aren't dogs good dancers?
You can't do the two-step or something.
They have 2 left feet.
2 left feet. Right.
You gotta see, have you ever seen the movie Best in Show? I think I bought it for you once.
I think I did see a
Yeah.
lot of it. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the guy in the movie has 2 left feet. And they show his feet, and it's 2 left shoes. It's funny. It's really funny.
Okay, we're done?
All right, we're done.
Are we done?
We're done. I think, well, we have 2 more. Hang on. We have 4 more here. Is Scarlett in contention for another litter?
Yes.
How is Daisy doing? She's doing great, actually. She's doing really well.
But Daisy Donkey.
Daisy
Donkey, we have to have some serious thoughts about because Janine says she kicks. Apparently she kicked Janine very badly and
Really?
she kicked Peter.
Really?
We can't have one like that. She's got
Never kicked me.
she's got somebody that will take her, turn her out to pasture. So
Huh.
that might be the solution for her. But first of all, we got to get a foot on her. So we got to get her out of there.
Tanner ride her.
Huh?
You let Tanner ride her.
You should take her home.
Yeah.
No, we can't have it. I don't know why I kicked Janine. I don't know, but it's very worrisome to have a donkey that kicks because they're so quick.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, they're good at it.
All right, here's one from Mara. Man to waitress. Do you have frog legs? Waitress. Yes, sir. Man. Well, then would you jump into the kitchen and get me a cup of coffee? That's bad.
That's bad. That's a bad one.
All right. Anything else?
Once, twice.
Sold the mail, the curly locks.
Right. Okay.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. See you around.